Congratulations, Andy, on your first win at National League North level. Is it fair to say that that was a deserved victory?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought we were really good, to be honest. First half against the elements, really, with they like playing that way. We knew it was going to be about. I thought we defended really well. I thought we kept the ball well, and the shape was really, really good. They didn't create a great deal, to be honest. So yeah, I thought we were good first half, even better second, if you like.
We had a chat on the coach coming up here, and I think it's fair to say, on paper, given that Spennymoor are a well-established Step 2 side, and they won well at Banbury last week on the opening day of the season, you would have been delighted to get away from here today with a draw, yet we win 4-1.
I've always said that this year will be no different to last year. I think if you can win a lot of your home games and pick points up on the road, you take that. I've also said before, I'd take a point pretty much anywhere away from home because it's a massive advantage for the team playing at home. So yeah, to come somewhere like this, who've got a good home record, and to get 3 is, we're early days at this level is a massive bonus. Like I said, they've got a new gaffer, and I'm sure they'll probably get better and better at home as the season goes on. But we can only worry about when we come here. And we've come here today, and like I say, gone away with 3 points, which, as you just said, I thought fully deserved.
I know taking away all the usual stuff about we'll play worse than that and win, and all that kind of things that we say, kind of cliches really, but we have to enjoy the moment. We've had a fantastic win here this afternoon that a lot of people wouldn't have really expected. But what pleased you most about that performance today?
I thought the thing for me was we were quite clinical at times. We took our chances. My biggest, saying that after 25 minutes, half an hour, my biggest thing was we had a couple of good chances not scored. And then certainly second half, I thought we got some opportunities and some great finishes. That pleased me. The togetherness pleased me, but then I expect that week in, week out, because that's what we're all about. The fact they stuck to the game plan really well, as in we had a good idea how these would play, and we countered that quite well. But with the group I've got, I expect them to follow our instructions, and if they do that, they've always got to have a chance. But you still need to do your jobs well, and they did that as well today. The whole thing pleased me from the first minute to the last, if I'm being really, really honest.
Well, you stated after defeat last week at home to Scunthorpe that you were delighted and that there were lots of positives, which I'm sure most fans did agree. But where does this rank really? You've been a manager for a long time, but where does this rank in terms of performances as a Tamworth manager?
I don't know. I really thought that far ahead, to be honest. I'm just enjoying the moment at the minute.
Yeah.
15 minutes after the final game. But that was a good performance. That's what. When you go away from them, you have to be like that. You have to be resilient. You have to be brave on the ball, which I thought we were. You have to have a good shape, and you have to have a lot of boys out there that want to work hard and do what they need to do for the team. And we had that. We've always had that, really, for my team. Certainly last year, we had some good away performances last year. This ranks with a lot of them because it's a higher level, absolutely. But we're going to have to do that week in, week out, and that's part of football. What I said last week was we played so well, and we were unlucky against a massive club like Scunthorpe. It was the first game at a new level. There was a lot of people there. For me, that was easy for the players to raise themselves for that, because it's a massive occasion. This was slightly different. There wasn't so many Tamworth fans here. It was a massive trip on a coach away from home. Could they replicate it? Yeah, they have. So that's pleased me immensely. Okay,
Boston away Tuesday to look forward to, and they're unbeaten so far. 1 win, 1 draw. They've won today. So it's important to keep the standards really high now going forward, Andy.
That's going to be week in, week out. When we looked at the first few fixtures, that we couldn't see any easy games. I don't think there is in the league. Boston away certainly isn't on a Tuesday night, so they've got a good group of players there. They've got a good manager, and they've had a good start. So we know that for me, it's always going to be tough on Tuesday night. We knew the first 3 games was what I looked at, and they were all tough. So that's still the case, but we've actually got 3 points on the board, which for me is a massive plus, and we have to enjoy that. We have to take confidence from that and take that into Tuesday. I know with this group they'll give me their best again Tuesday, and we've got something to build on now. 3 points after the first 2 games. Happy with that. 2 really good performances, and we go to Boston with not so much loads of confidence, but certainly a lot of belief in what we're going to do across the season. No reason not to have after the first 2 games. Boston will be a completely different challenge, but a good one. Like I said, they have got a good group of players. They've made some really good signings, and I expect them to be in and amongst it come the end of the season. So we're going to have to be at our best again Tuesday night. It's up to the boys to have a good cool down to that which they've had and enjoy tonight, because I want them to enjoy the trip back, because they deserve that. They've earned the right to have a beer on the way home, have a little bit of sing-song, a few initiations, new players into the squad. It's a good group. I brought them all today because I thought it was important as a squad. We were all here together, so I want us to enjoy that, and then I want them to get back on it tomorrow, have their cool downs, look after themselves, ready to go again Tuesday, and that's what it's going to be about.
And just finally, you've got players coming back now. There's a couple still out for a few weeks yet, but headaches, good headaches to have with so many available?
No, I said earlier, you know, headaches for me is when you haven't got enough good players. So I'd sooner have the headaches than having a lot of good players. You know, when you haven't got good players, that gives you a headache. When you've got a lot of good players and you've got to balance it, and some coming in, some going out, and some are disappointed because they're not playing every game, I'd sooner deal with that. You can never have enough good players, as long as they're the right sort of character, and I believe I've got that. And over the season, if we're going to do well, they'll all have to play their part, and they're all going to have ups and downs. They're all going to miss games for various reasons, whether it be my choice, injury, suspensions. But for me, the characters I want around the place are the ones who take that and come back even stronger. And some epitomised that last year without me even going through it, and I expect to be the same this year.
Okay, Andy, as always, thank you for your time. Lambs Media will catch up with you again on Tuesday after the Boston game.
Cheers, fellas. Bye.